Hi everyone and welcome back to Match Fishing Magazine. Today we're out at Makins Fishery in the West Midlands, one of my favourite places to come and do some gear reviews. So today we're out testing this, which is the Daiwa Connoisseur G90 Pro pole. This builds on the previous G90, which was definitely one of Daiwa's most popular models, and for good reason. So we're going to take a look at the upgrades and everything that this pole is going to offer. It comes in at around £2,000 or just over, depending on the package you choose. There's a couple of different package options, so we'll go over that in detail and try to put this pole through its paces on one of the lakes here today. So one of the main things that you're going to be getting with the G90 Pro is that it shares a lot of the tech and features that you're going to get with the kind of more expensive, the higher end poles in the Daiwa range. So your Rarity Pro, the Air Z Pro and poles like that. So some of the main features here that you're going to get, so Super MSG Nano Plus is the carbon that's used to make this pole. So Daiwa are using the very best carbons they can to meet this price point. And crucially with this G90 Pro, what you're getting is improved stiffness, a little bit of improved lightness, but as always with the G90 line, it's always been about, you know, performance and strength. And that's what you get in here as well. So this is a pole that's going to serve you well for all types of fishing, whether you're carp crunching on commercials, when you really need a pole to lean on and rely on. That's exactly what the G90 Pro is going to be perfect for. So you've got the V-joint, which is a feature on all of the Daiwa poles. Section alignment system, you know, just to help keep everything in line. We all know, keep that spine of the pole in line for optimum performance when you're on the bank. We've got the diamond satin finish, which allows it to slide easily through your hands. So when we're fishing in mixed conditions, whether it's hot and sunny, whether it's wet, raining, you've got sticky hands because you're catching a lot of fish. The diamond satin finish is just about allowing you to ship the pole as easily as possible in all different conditions. Got the ITS taping system, which goes all the way to the number 4 joint. And with this pole, you can actually get it with a couple of different package options, as I mentioned already. What I'm going to do is just show you a couple of the different kit types that you can get, because you can get the 2-piece normal length kits, which just like this one here. So you've got the sections, you've got a nice alignment, a liner there as well, just to help keep the elastic centralized. You've got this type of kit. Now these come in professional, which, a professional power kit, which has a 5.8mm tip. They come ready bushed. I'll just quickly show you those. So they come ready bushed, which is so convenient and time saving. You know, but these are going to be perfect for your red hydros, your purple hydros, and all your heavier elastics. You also get the professional commercial kit, which is this one here. And this is going to be perfect for your white hydros, your greys and your blacks. So slightly lighter than the other kits. Again, this is 2-piece design, just like the other kit. And these feature the section alignments as well, just so you can keep the whole spine of the pole aligned and get the optimum performance once those alignments are kind of all lined up. You can also get the shorter kits as well, and the 2 types here. So you've got the professional F1 speed kit, which is here. This has got the 4.7mm tip. That's going to be, again, that's perfect for your whites, your greys and your black hydros. And then you can also get the slightly beefed up version, which is this Intelastic speed kit here, which has got the 5.8mm bush in the tip. So that's going to be perfect for heavier elastics as well. As well as that, you obviously get the cupping kits for both lengths of top kit. So you get this professional cupping kit here, which is the 2-piece design, which is perfect for the longer top kits and matches the length perfectly. It also comes with the cups as well. And Daiwa are also doing an F1 cupping kit as well, which is perfect and matched in length to the short kits that you're going to need. That also comes with the kits, with the cups, sorry. On the package options as well, you can choose, you can get a pole only option, but the main things to focus on here is you can get the more power, which has got more power kits, as the name suggests, or you can go for the more F1, which has got your F1 kits. You can also get, or the package also comes with a Fex Superlight extension. So this is perfect. This is the 911, so it fits the 9 and the 11 metre sections, but they're perfect when you put in all that strain underneath your elbow. You're striking at bites, you're striking really hard. You know, this is going to take all the pressure and all the wear on the pole, rather than kind of risking putting your elbow through the end of the joint. These are beefed up versions, sit nicely under your elbow, or you can even fish with them slightly behind you to balance the pole out a little bit. But I use these in my own fishing and I think they're an absolute win. You can also get these short number 4s as well. Now, I've mentioned it before in pole reviews, but I'm definitely a fan myself of short kits in my own fishing. This short 4 comes with the More F1 package, and they just help to really stiffen up the pole. So yes, you are losing a little bit of length, of course, but the way this taper works and the way it stiffens up the pole is brilliant, especially when you're fishing shallow or fishing for really shy biting fish and you need a really responsive action on the pole. These are perfect. They're also great if you've got a number of these and you're fishing venues that are just a bit deeper than your top kit, you can still hook your rigs up nicely as an added bonus. So definitely recommend these, and as I say, this one comes within the More F1 package. So I think it's time to do a little bit of fishing with this. Let's get out on the long line first, see if there's any fish there waiting for us, and see what this pole's performance is all about. Here we go then. So we're on the G90 Pro, just fishing nice and simple, just fishing shallow. Nice simple rig, just whipping the rig over with some 6mm hard fishery pellets. Pretty standard, tactic for most venues really at this time of year. So where are we? Kind of late summer, maybe approaching autumn soon. Nice easy approach. And we're getting a few bites. I've had a nice common already. Just gone back out, slapped the rig over a few times, fired a few pellets in. And here we go with another bite. I will say this pole, having used it for a little while now, it really is impressive. When you're spending sort of, £2,000 or there, it's a considered purchase, of course it is. But I think what Daiwa have done here, the team, because this has all been developed by not only the team in-house, but all the anglers as well. They're really delivering on what the G90 was offering and just stepped the game up. As I mentioned a moment ago, that the plan was to make it lighter, stiffer, and even stronger. And I think that's exactly what they've done here, because the pole is absolutely brilliant to use. It's not raining today, of course, it's nice and dry, but you can really feel that finish, with the diamond satin on the thicker joints and the ITS taping as well. The pole's an absolute joy to ship. Really nice and easy to use, really stiff and responsive, which is exactly what you want. And of course, the G90 is famous for its longevity, really, its power and its performance, and that's really evident. You get the chance to fish with it like I am today, you can really feel that in the pole. Slapping a rig, obviously that puts quite a lot of pressure on a pole. You're slapping over and over. It's a strenuous way of fishing, especially when you're catching nice sized commercial carp like this. But the G90 Pro just takes it in its stride, it really does. Try and get this one in. I think it's a nice mirror by the looks of it. We started fishing on the deck, but pinging a few pellets in and foul hooked a couple of fish and lost them, unfortunately. Put a little shallow rig on, and that's kind of made all the difference here. When we get this one in as well, I want to put another section on as well, because when you're spending this sort of money on a pole, what you want to know really is how good is it a 14.5, how good is it a 16. Oh, it's common. It's a common. Another nice little common. There we go. Yeah, and that's what you're paying for really, the performance at the longer lengths. see if we can just get this one unhooked and hold him up. Little 6mm pellet there. I'm using the normal 2-piece kits as well. This one is the commercial kit, so the professional commercial kit, the 4.7mm diameter tip, because I'm using just using white hydro for today's session. Here we go. Hard scrappers, perfect sort of fish to test out a pole like this. So the first common we had was quite a bit bigger than that, but hard fighting fish all the same. Let's pop him in the net and see if we can go out and get another one. So I've just gone out a bit longer, put another joint on, and we got a bite, because what we really want to know is how good is this pole at its longer length, because if you're paying for 16 meters, you know, that's what you want to know. And it's going to be perfect for, I'm fishing shallow today, just slapping a rig. We have got quite a gusty side wind as well, which is obviously not making it super easy to fish. Pop them sections out of the way. But yeah, I've got to say this finish is absolutely brilliant. I know I touched on it a couple of times already, but the finish is really nice to ship. And yeah, the performance at, you know, both 14.5 and 16 meters is every bit as good as you'd expect for the price point of this pole. You know, it's really manageable. If you're fishing venues where you do need 16 meters of pole, you know, to reach islands or fishing long down the margins, you know, when the fish back off and you got to fish shallow at 14.5, 16 meters, you know, this pole is definitely going to get the job done for you. And I really like that there's the multiple, well, the different package options that are available, because you can definitely tailor that to the sort of fishing that you're doing. Say I'm using the 2-piece longer kits today, but I am definitely a fan of the shorter kits, and I do like the short sections as well, like the short 4. I really do like the way that they stiffen up the pole. But there's loads of little details with this pole that have all come down from, you know, Daiwa's extensive knowledge, of course, but you know, this pole inherits a lot of the same features as the much more expensive poles, and you can really feel that when you're using it. And finish, the performance, the strength, the carbons that are used. Now, and it's interesting when you're fishing in the wind as well, because that's kind of when you really notice the qualities of a pole. You know, those of you who've done enough pole fishing to know that. You can really feel the difference when you got kind of a side wind on and you're trying to fish long lengths, and you just need a pole that's manageable and that you can control. There we go, this one's coming near the net now. Just still fishing hard 6mm pellets, ever so simple. And just got this white hydro. I do like light elastic or lighter elastics like this, white or grey hydro for fishing shallow, just because when you hook the fish they can run off out the swim. You're not making or creating a load of disturbance right where you're trying to fish. So you can hook the fish, they'll kind of glide off away from the swim, and you can play them away from maybe the other feeding fish, and you can still continue to ping a few pellets over the top just so the fish are there when you go back. Looks like a nice mirror. Fighting really hard in this lake. Yeah, nice mirror, there we go. Lovely stuff. The G90 Pro wins again. So I think that's probably the perfect way just to sign off this little review on the pole. Lovely mirror. I think if you're in the market for a pole around this price bracket, sort of just over £2,000, and honestly I think the G90 Pro has probably got absolutely everything that you want and everything that you could hope for. You can choose the kit options, and it's just packed full of features that are going to serve you really, really well in your fishing. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you next time on the Match Fishing Magazine channel.